So this is the Outskirts. Colder than I expected. What was... Oh. I remember you, little one. You were amongst the first to enter the Outskirts. I remember trying to save your life. My apologies for failing. Look at this place. I suppose you cannot. You do not have access to the visuals of the area. But it is vast. So vast and so full. It's not supposed to be full. Only small ounces of a small portion of what gets put here is supposed to survive. How? How did this happen?
Why is nothing working?
What was that? Must have been the wind. So many pieces of dead universes here. A lot of which I've never seen before. Which is strange. I made it a fact to visit universes at least once in their lives. Oh. But that sounds familiar. Oh. Hello. You're a lot bigger than I last saw you.
Enough of this!
The Ducktor. A character from a long, long forgotten universe. Now mutated into a giant creature that roams the outskirts. I apologize, Ducktor, for harming you. But my quest would have been hindered if you were allowed to continue. I was there for you, you know. On the day your universe fell, it was a beautiful place. The ponds that stretch far into the horizon. The beautiful architecture of a hyper-intelligent duck species. And you. Fighting the universe's most perilous foes. The cyberducks, the ducklicks, the zyducks. So many you have fought and won, but you couldn't have anticipated it all to go away. I remember the look on your face as you realized that all your work, all your trouble and loss you went through, and all those years lived was now worth nothing. And I tried comforting you in that time of need, and saw your last sane breath swallow you whole. You will be missed, my friend. But I have a job to do here. I need to pick up the pieces of something lost, something that could stop the overflow. So I must bid you farewell, and apologies for not being able to save your universe. The peace I seek was in a world considered completed, but a new story in it was abandoned. Thus, it entered the outskirts some time ago. To understand what we are finding, we must set the scene. It was a tale of horror and love, while another universe tells its tale in a much more cohesive way. The original is lost to time. It began with Hayden Landseal trying to find his missing friend, and it turned into a story of control and hatred. As Hayden turned to Iris, and Can't Sleep turned to Ricochet Entertainment, which lived on through Linus, the pieces of its original world lie here. It was said that a third season started but was never finished, involving superhumans, powerful weapons, and a creature that eats realities. But the creator lost interest and turned to a place of revelations for new stories. And you know how that turned out. There you are, next to the tree that was oh so important to that universe. It was said that Iris would use this device, he called it the God Killer, to kill the Reality Eater once and for all. But that's not its only use. The God Killer is a cannon of antimatter. If I am able to harness its power correctly, it can cause a chain reaction of events that will, in theory, wipe the Outskirts clean and start the Overflow from scratch. The missing piece is found, and I must go to the Outer Circle to stop this Overflow before it has a chance to ruin reality.
You have just listened to Overflow Part 2, Pieces. This audio is written by Iris Prindel and stars Iris Prindel as Mono, George Quackdra as the blonde Ducktor, and star Craib-Leete as This audio's cover artist was Iris Prindel. This audio was edited by Iris Prindel, with music composed by Iris Prindel. This audio was directed by Iris Prindel and produced by Iris Prindel. Thank you for listening to a Gormaco production.